Hey there, friends. I'm so glad you're back with me on YouTube. This is part 2 of a series that I'm doing on reading aloud. And actually, I've had so many questions about the previous video that I might even extend it another week and talk about why reading aloud is so important and how it just truly is the richest part of our homeschool day. Because I know that many of you said that you were interested in that. So I'll probably tack on a part 3 to this series. However, today I'd love to share with you some resources of places that you can find read aloud books for your own children for free. I'm not talking about that the books are free, but the way to find those resources are free. There are some fabulous paid resources that will help you find read alouds for your children and guide you step by step how to maneuver those and how to fit it into your day. But this video just focuses on free resources. The first one that I want to talk to you about are these 2 books that you can check out from your library. The first one is one of my favorite books ever, and it's the Read Aloud Handbook by Jim Trelease. This book, I wish that I had found it when my son was in kindergarten. Sadly, I didn't even find it till last year. The first half of the book, phenomenal. It describes how reading aloud has evolved throughout the years, reasons why it's so important to read to your children and to read to them out loud, what types of books to read to them out loud, what makes a good read aloud. Absolutely fascinating. You have to go check it out from your library. I checked it out so many times, I just decided to buy it. And like most books, I bought it from Amazon because I love their prime shipping. And the last half of this book are book suggestions. Absolutely a must-have, I think, for every homeschool mom that's interested in reading aloud to her children. The second one is Books Children Love, and it's by Elizabeth Wilson. And it has excellent suggestions. What I love about this particular book is that the suggestions are divided up by category. So it's divided up for like Bible resources that you can use, and everything from crafts and activities to biographies to drama to history. So I love the way that the books it's a book list with summaries, and I love the way that it's organized. So if we haven't read a historical fiction type book in a while, I'll come here and look and see what the suggestions are. So both of these are quite different in their approach to suggesting books, but they're mostly book lists, which are so beneficial if you need help getting started. So the first thing to do is to go check these out from your library. The next place I have for you to find free resources and fresh ideas for reading aloud to your children is at my site, mamaslearningcorner.com. It's MAMAS, learningcorner.com. And if you go along to the tabs on the homepage, you'll see that I have book lists. Just click on the one that says Read Aloud. And I keep that page pretty fresh with the read alouds that we have completed. And now keep in mind, I read some read alouds with my children that I don't recommend for various reasons. The content is too tough, or it just wasn't interesting to us. But I do update that page regularly with books that we have read and absolutely adore. If there's a portion of the book that I had to skip over with my own children due to just the content was too mature for them, or it has pretty significant religious overtones. I know that some of you are concerned with that. I tell you all those things in the little blurb that I write about it. So definitely check out Mama's Learning Corner for ideas for your next read aloud, because it's a good spot to see what other homeschool families are reading and then see if it's appropriate for your own family. Another great place to find fresh ideas for read alouds are from Homeschool Catalogs. And I mean homeschool catalogs that are like Sunlight, Heart of Dakota, My Father's World, any of those type of boxed curriculums where you buy the whole grade level in a box. They typically have phenomenal ideas for really good read alouds. Tapestry of Grace, even though it's not a boxed curriculum, it's a history curriculum that spans multiple ages. Excellent ideas for read alouds. So I would encourage you to go there. And since it's a boxed curriculum by grade, you'll find, the read alouds that they suggest for 3rd grade or 5th grade or 10th grade. and you can determine whether those are appropriate for the age and stage of your own children. It's a great way to find good ideas. The fourth place that I love to find good read-alouds is at the library. Very often, well, at our library at least, the librarians put some of their favorite picks up on top of the shelves. We have found excellent read-alouds that way. In fact, that's how we found Strawberry Girl by Lois Linsky, and that was, I believe, our very first read-aloud. Oh my goodness, and it was just sitting there waiting for me to pick it up and read it with my kids. So look at those at the library around you. And I very frequently ask our librarian for suggestions. We have an amazing librarian, and we've really tried to befriend them because they're just fabulous people and they can just give us such wonderful resources. So our librarians are just invaluable in finding good quality literature for my kids to read. So definitely look at your library, not as a place just to get, and check out free books, but as a place to find those books that are just waiting to be read by you and your children. Lastly, my favorite place to find resources to read aloud to my children, new read alouds for my family, is Amazon. Love, love, love Amazon. They have perfected the way to suggest new ideas. So I'm sure, you click on a product that you want to look at. Let's just say Jim Trelease's Read Aloud Handbook. And then it's going to give you, 15 more suggestions of books that are like this one. Love that. Which is how oftentimes I buy so many books because, their suggestions are fabulous. So if you know that you love Charlotte's Web and your kids really enjoyed Charlotte's Web, then look up Charlotte's Web on Amazon and look at all the suggested to you resources that they have for you. Your kids loved The Secret Garden, then search The Secret Garden and click on it, and then you're going to see, 15 to 20 more books that were similar to The Secret Garden. The other part I love about Amazon are their reviews. I mean, they're written by real parents, we can assume, and things to watch out for, cautionary things. This book was a little too dark for my kids, or this book was a little, the content was just a little bit too mature for my children, so we decided, not to read this one. So Amazon is a fabulous resource, even if you don't buy a thing from them. You just using them as a search engine to see what else would appeal to your children, and then being able to read the reviews of the books. Knowing that information is invaluable to me as a mother. I don't want to spend our time reading a book that is not age appropriate or the content's not appropriate. So I really utilize Amazon and their picked for me resources and their reviews. So now, if you are a read aloud fan for your own family, then please tell me, where do you find ideas and resources for reading aloud to your own children? Like, where do you find fresh ideas of fresh books, books that are unknown to you? Where do you find fresh ideas? I'd love for you to leave a comment here on YouTube, or you can email me. It's mama, M-A-M-A, at mamaslearningcorner.com. And I'd love for you to stop by and see me there. Lots of resources for moms and for kids, homeschoolers and teachers, ideas for your classroom, ideas for running your home more smoothly. So I'd love to see you there.